between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard. Look at my team!
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Cowboys at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
4 yards remain for second down. Prescott yet again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 4-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
18 Randall. Hurt.
But first down, Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
16 yards. It's now 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Nothing flashy there. The slam to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run left with Pollard. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hey, check that, street. The street.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Kill! 47! And 47! 26!
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
60 Cut 19!
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneers. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Prescott right back to Tolbert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Eagles. Warriors 70.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 33 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Another run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Come back team, come back team. Lions. Buffalo 18.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, check.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Trap 50, trap 50. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles